Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. I hope you're having a good week so far. Friendly reminder that this Saturday, we're going to have a PS4 meetup that's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody's invited as long as you have a PS4. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification button. It'll let you know whenever the live streams begin. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody watching this video from Ohio. Did you know that we're in the Red Dead Redemption 2 version of Ohio right now? We know that because this is where you can find Serpent Mound. Now, y'all know all about the pyramids. I'm sure you've heard of Stonehenge and other supernatural locations found all around the world. Well, the Serpent Mound is one of them, guys. I have a lot to cover in this video. It is no coincidence that Rockstar represented Serpent Mound right here in Red Dead Redemption 2. Another thing I want to mention as we climb up this ladder is there's been a huge bug lately in Red Dead Redemption Online. As our streaks have been reset, a lot of people in the crew have been affected by this, so hopefully it does not affect you guys as well. Let me know in the comment section below if your streak has been reset in Red Dead Online, as that is a huge bummer. Hopefully Rockstar can fix that soon. Definitely put in a ticket through the Rockstar Social Club. I'm hoping they can help everybody because a lot of people are hitting me up saying that their streaks have been reset, in some cases multiple times, including my own. So let's inspect Serpent Mound, guys. This is a crazy location. I want to go there in real life. And wait till you find out what has been discovered there. This, of course, was created by Native Americans. Man, look at this drawing. Here's that serpent-shaped mound. All right, there you go. Not necessarily a poet there, Arthur, although you are an artist. So there's Serpent Mound, guys. Before we get further into it, let's take a look at the real Serpent Mound found in Ohio. One thing I've always noticed about these historic, very ancient landmarks, such as the Sphinx, is you'll have multiple archaeologists go to study them, but they can't agree on exactly when they were formed. And that is the case with the Great Serpent Mound. Some people say it was formed around 130 BC, while others who I believe are more credible say it's even older than that. And just like the Sphinx and the pyramids, Stonehenge, it is a complete mystery on how this was formed to begin with. I mean, these guys were extremely primitive. We know that Native Americans created this, guys, but how did they do it? I mean, it would be hard to do this in modern times, let alone a perfect serpent going right uphill, and it actually has a very distinct direction that it's pointing. Notice how this version has a head where the mouth is wide open. Well, there was a recent discovery that that mouth is pointing directly towards the summer solstice sun. It shows you that the Native Americans were extremely smart. In fact, they were geniuses despite not having any of the technology and equipment that we have today. So there you have it, guys. That is the real version of the Great Serpent Mound. Let's compare it to the one we have in Red Dead Redemption 2. Here we are. You can already tell there's a likeness, as just like the real version, it goes uphill, and we'll have to see if it's pointing directly at the sun. So let's jump down. We'll get a closer look. I don't think there's actually a mouth. It looks to be quite a bit different when it comes to that open mouth part of the snake. Now, there is some rocks on it to give us some design. That's actually pretty cool. Where's the tail at? Okay, so this is the coiled up tail. Looks like there's a circle in the middle. That's interesting. Maybe there's a spot for another treasure, because on the other end, you can get the Poisonous Trail treasure number 2. So that's where you can find that. But it seems like there might be a spot on the other side as well. Now, some people have aligned this to alien activity. Keep in mind, there's 2 UFOs that have been discovered in the game so far. Maybe this is a location of a third, or maybe it is aligned to the UFO mystery as well. There is a rumor out there that the DLC, instead of being an undead nightmare, might be some sort of alien nightmare, but I think at this point, we'll take any single-player DLC. I would prefer even a hunting DLC, just more animals, anything they can add to the game. I think we'll all take it, but we most likely know it's going to be put in Red Dead Online. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Recently, YouTube has been promoting the more corporate channels, so any small channel like Trippy Commentaries, make sure to show them some love. Hit the like button, show some support. We got to represent the ham and eggers, the reason why YouTube was created to begin with. So let's head up the snake. Instead of having the open mouth, there's something even more mysterious, guys. Rockstar made it an eye. So you can normally find a treasure in there, but in this case, it is definitely an eye. And just like the real Serpent Mound, it is facing right towards the sun. Look at that. The sun setting right there on the mountain. I'm not sure if it's a summer solstice, but the sun is in the same position as the real Serpent Mound. And it's pretty crazy how, in Rockstar fashion, they didn't make it a mouth, they made it the eye. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. So let me show you what was discovered at Serpent Mound. It is called a crystal skull. Have you ever heard about this? They can be found all around the world. at the most sacred locations, and one was discovered right here, or at least in the Ohio version.
According to Native American legend, there are 13 crystal skulls that are the same size and shape as human skulls. And these crystal skulls were left behind by the earliest ancestors from way back in the mists of time.
There are 13 ancient crystal skulls which were discovered in the most sacred locations all around the world. One was all the way over in Tibet, one was found inside a Mayan pyramid, and then one was discovered at Serpent Mound. Now, the Native Americans said they received the skulls from the Sky People, and that is what makes me think of the UFOs and aliens here in Red Dead Redemption 2. And if you look at this part of the tail, it is a circle. Could that be where the crystal skull was supposed to lay? Now, the crystal skull is made from the same exact crystal that we use in modern computer memory equipment. So in other words, it could be used as a huge memory device. The Native Americans also said that it holds some sort of power and unworldly knowledge. So maybe it has some sort of knowledge, meaning that the memory is stashed inside the skull. And apparently it's enough memory to hold a lifetime amount of knowledge. Very interesting. I know they're still studying these crystal skulls, but the fact that one was discovered at Serpent Mound, very interesting. It was recently talked about on the Joe Rogan podcast, a very popular podcast. I'll play a quick clip, and you'll probably get that mysterious sense that the crystal skull brings to Serpent Mound. Maybe we can find one here in Red Dead Redemption 2. Here is Joe interviewing Dan Aykroyd, one of my favorite actors and favorite comedians of all time, from the Blues Brothers fame, and of course Saturday Night Live back when it was good. Well, Dan Aykroyd has a lot of conspiracies, and he actually has a crystal skull vodka, and that led him to the rabbit hole that are the crystal skulls. Listen to this.
So there's the Phyllis Newman skull named Max. She has to put it in the closet because it talks to her. There's
what?
one.
Wait. Hit the brakes.
I think one was found in Tibet. One was found in Ohio, we're hearing, at the Serpent Mounds.
Why does she think this one gentleman did it?
The Navajo say they came from the Star Children, that they were brought down and deposited and given to them as crystal ball devices, scrying devices too.
You have to watch the full video. I'll put a link in the description. It's a very interesting discussion. But I know some of you guys stopped by this place not even knowing that it represents one of the most mysterious landmarks in the world. Now, there's one more thing I want to point out. Recently, there was something found underground at the real Serpent Mound. It's basically an extra coil. I think they maybe had to change directions of the snake to make sure it matches up perfectly with the sun. Well, there's one thing right next to this snake. You see that? There's another coil. It looks like a smaller snake symbol right next to the bigger Serpent Mound. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but it does look like another symbol. Now, I recently went to the Smithsonian earlier in the year, so I saw two of those skulls. I had no idea what they were, but when I did see them, I knew that it took hundreds, maybe even more years to actually create them. So for one to actually be found here, I'm hoping we find one in Red Dead Redemption 2. And considering you can find something, that rare at this location in the real world, maybe it does have more significance. Maybe we can activate the Sky People, contact the Children of the Stars. We found 2 UFOs. I always thought there might be a third. You can find the Poisonous Trail treasure here, but I think it might have more significance. Maybe you can contact the UFOs, or maybe it has something to do with the alien mystery in Red Dead Redemption 2, the Children of the Stars. But let me know what you guys think. We got another new video that'll go up on Friday, so watch out for that. We have unlocked every sighting of the hidden ghost, which you can find in the swamp. There are 16 different sightings. So I'm going to upload a video for you guys with every sighting in order. Wait till you see the grand finale of the Ghost of the Swamp. Here's one of those 3-star northern copperhead snakes. You definitely don't want to see one of these in real life. Man, they should have made it more deadly here in Red Dead, though. Much love, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to stay tuned. We got a bunch of live streams, including the big meetup on Saturday. Until then, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.